Okay, folks, we're back with World 5 of Super Mario Bros. 3. First thing you're going to notice about this world is it's going to undergo some changes, and the main thing is you're probably going to start to miss certain stages. So something like this, you would think, well, what could... Let's just say that this was the most frustrating world for me to play thus far. So, but, there is a catch, and I kind of want to let you know of this. I think Nintendo themselves was not expecting you to actually want to play through every stage in this game. Now, obviously, they do welcome challenges, but they give out so many P-Wings, it makes you think, well, you can virtually skip a stage if you just use that. So people can say, yeah, I can beat Super Mario Bros. 3, but can you beat every single stage? In this playthrough, in the run of World 5, I actually do not beat every single stage, but, it's more challenge than what was worth. So anyways, my experience with this is actually the first time that I've ever played through this world entirely, and it it's definitely going to be some stuff, but I'm going to take the bottom path. I know a lot of folks take the upper path, but I say let's just do it. You should want to. I mean, I embrace challenges sometimes, but there's no need to do it every single time. Folks can say you're a daredevil, you're a thrill seeker, whatever you want to say. It's not always the best idea. But, as far as Mario is concerned, you would think that, I don't know, really, it's fun or it's not fun. I enjoyed these stages, these first couple stages in here. They were not that awful. I like those enemies that throw the blocks at you. You don't really ever see them again. There's certain enemies in Super Mario Bros. 3 that are not seen. Most of the time with Mario games as of recent, they usually add new enemies, which, unlike the Zelda series, you would find Gibdos, you would find Stalfos, you'd find Pole's Voice, and, um, what else are there? Octoroks, all those different things, Moblins, but you don't necessarily see that with Mario, and that's kind of disappointing. But I really don't know how far the casual audience really continues to fuck with Mario. I mean, if it were not for New Super Mario Bros., I think the Mario series would have suffered a serious fracture. I'm not trying to be rude, but that's just the way I see it, because, these games, they sell millions, but not huge amounts of millions like back in 1991 or 93. So you never know. I mean, these are just chinks in the armor. You think Mario had a flawless run. No, there were some probable moments where he might have been sweating a little bit. I guess I could name another one. Another instance where things were kind of shaky was probably in 1996 when Super Mario 64 came out, because that was one of the first three-dimensional games. They didn't know if it would work that well. Like, some people would say the Contra series didn't work in 3D. The Earthbound series didn't work in 3D. So, that's kind of the thing. But there is a Toad House. So I have been kind of mistaken. I am most certainly going to have to look up tricks as far as being able to get these item houses, because otherwise I'm not going to make it through this game. I mean, World 6 is next, and that's the Ice World, and they start using kind of trickiness in them, in those stages, in addition to ice physics. So what I'm busy trying to do is figure out how to get to... You have to press down in the item, when you open the item box, to go to those next sets. I thought you just had to go to the right. But this is the illustrious world, or stage 5-3. And in it, we're going to find the Karibo shoe, which I'm certain if you're about a 90s generation, if you're a 90s kid, that sort of thing, this is one of the slickest items that you could get for to an extent. I mean, really, you only see it in one stage, and it's it all it does is step on things, but it still was pretty, different. It's definitely something that Mario had not seen before. It was just thinking, oh, I'm gonna jump in a giant boot. Yeah, exactly. So that's that's kind of the thing here. But also, I haven't really been using a lot of the other power-ups. I tried using the Tanuki suit, and really, this actually does appear later in the series, in Mario series at least. So this is something to take note of. But you do have to give up the Karibo's shoe. It's the only stage you've seen in, and I don't know if it ever appears again. But it's alright, we are going to start the fortress, which is yet another frustration. But we will do it. So there are traps, and this is probably a stage that could, trump some of you guys. But watch and see. These thwomps are one of the